I feel like I look very tired in my eyes right now, and physically I am tired, but even emotionally, I'm even more tired. Katie and I have been on an emotional roller coaster in the last 18 hours or so because somebody last night didn't know the answer to a very important question in our lives. And instead of saying that they didn't know, they told us a bunch of information and led us to believe a certain way. And we've been trying to wrap our minds around that piece of what we thought was truth at the time. Then it came out this morning that everything she told us last night was not true. In fact, the opposite was true, and that she actually had no idea while she was telling us all the stuff she was telling us last night. Sent us on an emotional roller coaster, and we're just now unwrapping our minds around it all and trying to figure out exactly what is true for real. And unfortunately, some other family also was involved, and they've been on an emotional roller coaster today as well. I tell you this story not to criticize and not to judge that person. That's not the purpose at all, but simply as a story in which we can see ourselves and see where we see ourselves in that piece of the story and how to grow through that. Because there's power in saying, I don't know. For most of my life, probably 33 years of my life, I could not bring myself to say, I don't know. And when I did, I felt about that small. Because to me, knowledge was power. Knowledge was the ultimate trump card. And if I wasn't liked, if I wasn't respected, if I wasn't taller than you, if I didn't look better than you, all these things where I compared myself to others. If none of those things were true, at least I told myself I was smarter than you. At least I knew more than you. So to me, the value of who I was in what I knew. And for me to say I don't know was to just throw that away, was just to, here's all my cards, I've got nothing, and I'm worth nothing because I don't know. And then I was introduced to the idea that saying I don't know is actually a valiant way of answering somebody when you don't know. And so I went from not being able to say I don't know because of pride to saying I don't know and feeling proud that I had now crossed the bridge into being able to say I don't know and being okay with it. It was still out of pride. It was this way of showing up where I said I can say I don't know, and there's still people in this world who don't know how to say I don't know. And so I went from a proudful way of showing up that said I can't say I don't know. I will just cower in fear instead of saying I don't know. I will hide. I will find a way to not answer the question. Because I wasn't going to lie, but I certainly didn't want to answer the question and let you know I didn't know. So out of pride, not being able to say I don't know, to still operating from a sense of pride and saying I don't know, and I'm better than you because I can say I don't know. Then as I've grown, because life is a journey, it's about continuing to grow and transition. And now I see that I can say I don't know out of a place of humility. Really, truly being okay with, I don't know. And realizing that it doesn't make me as a person any less. It doesn't diminish my identity of who I am. It may affect what I can do or what I'm able to do right now if I do or don't know something, but it doesn't affect my identity. And I used to combine what I knew with my identity. Information was my identity. Being smart was my identity. The fact that I got a lot of A's in school was my identity. And it was reinforced all through high school and college and more college, because I went to a lot of college, that getting good grades was really, really important, and knowing was important. Let me close the door over here a minute. And so what I see now is the power of saying I don't know is coming from a place of truly being okay with who I am. Truly being okay that I may not know the answer to that question, and I may not even know how to find out the answer to that question, and truly being okay with that. And it invites the person I'm speaking to come from a place of humility, to come from a place of being human and being okay with not knowing. And what I'm seeing is the power of I don't know. It comes from a place of humility. It comes from a place of being okay with who I am and not trying to be somebody else other than I'm not. Hey, you want to come in? What? Yeah, go ahead. I have such nice kids. Brady just came in and asked me if it was okay if he played piano, because you'll be able to hear it here in a second. The power of I don't know is a power of inviting yourself to be human, inviting the other people to be human, and then coming up with a way to find the real answer instead of making up an answer. Making up an answer, coming up with a half answer, it doesn't serve anybody. It doesn't even serve you. It doesn't serve me. Because deep down, when we know we don't know and we come up with a non-answer or a wrong answer or a half an answer, we know. We know we're not fully showing up, being human, and we're manufacturing this piece of ourself that is in tension with who we are inside as a person. So I'm still learning to say I don't know and coming from a place of humility. How about you? How is it for you to say I don't know? That'd be a good inventory check to do every once in a while. How am I doing with being able to say I don't know and truly being okay with it?